So, we survived until day 42, with our base finally coming together and certain plans actually working. But if you haven't seen any of that, playlist down below. But previously, we spent a huge amount of time building and destroying the prison, meeting new survivors and watching them commit atrocities. Finally found a propane torch, leveled up some skills, put a silencer on a pistol, and put it to use. Disassembled so much of the prison, put down some new flooring, and then went on the deadly warehouse run, finally succeeding, just to find bags of rotten food. Then on the way home, we have to dump the car and make a run for it. And we're all caught up. So, things don't look too good right now, but the plan's simple. Juke the Zeds, and loop back to the car. Then we can get out of... Oh my god. Okay, maybe not. New plan. Run. And with it getting darker, we need to find a spot to hunker down. So we head to the highway, as I'm pretty sure there's some farm buildings nearby. Just need to clear the few following me, and as we aren't looking too fresh, we use the pistol. And they aren't stopping. So we make a beeline for the house, just to find that's overrun too. Now our only hope is to head for the woods, on the other side of the road, but this time's a close call. When we're finally in the woods, we eventually lose them, and in no time, we arrive at a familiar road, taking out the few Zeds in the area, and venturing down to the drive that we seem to go by every time we fail. But this time, we decide to go in. There must be a structure or something where we can stay for the night, and on arrival, we tussle with a few Zeds and decide to hop the fence, as the other side seems quiet, and luckily, no zombies down this end, and an unlocked car, so we decide to hop in and sleep for the night, taking us into day 43. We decide to try and check the other cars for some fuel and to see if there's any keys. And luckily straight away we find some keys on the floor. And the car has fuel too. But as we just lost our nice police truck, we have to see what else we can get. And a little chance to get some payback. Okay, that's better. Now to the car. It's just what we're after. A new truck with the keys in the glove box. And luckily we found a jerry can in the car earlier. So we siphon some fuel and hitch up this little trailer and get out of here. And apart from a couple awkward driving moments, this is what I wondered if this would be an issue. Oh no, we're through. We make it back to the prison in one piece. And finally, we're home. But it seems very quiet. Looks like the other survivors might have left. Maybe it's him out of Rick's away, maybe they're worried about his mental state. But they're gone now, and Rick's all alone. So we get some sleep in the quiet base, and wake up early on day 44. And today's plan is going out and cutting down some more trees, as we found this chainsaw in one of the cars yesterday. Drove out to the front of the prison, and put the chainsaw to work. And it definitely cuts down trees, but it's also really noisy, so we do lure over some Zeds. And after 4 trees, the chainsaw's already out of fuel. So a quick trip back to grab an axe, as they never fail me, and bundling the wood and throwing it in the truck, and then return to base, where we saw up all the logs and use the planks to put down some new flooring. And when it's getting late, we get some sleep, heading into day 45, starting the day checking out our kills and skills, then planning on heading out to Rosewood, trying to get to the bookstore. And I do head out, but I didn't record it. But you didn't miss much, we just got to the outside of the bookshop and killed a lot of Zeds. But seemed never ending, so we came home. But when I did record, I decided the plan is to level up our electrical skill, so we can try and make some noisemakers and eventually learn how to hotwire a car. Then when it gets dark, we get some sleep and wake up on day 46. Starting off by continuing the electrical leveling, going upstairs and find any appliance we can. And when we're nearing the level up, we scour the prison for a few more items and take out a few Zeds whilst we're at it. And finally, one more flashlight, and we're level 2. Yes. And just as we're emptying the items back at base, we hear a plane overhead. What is that noise? It might be an airdrop. There it is. We hurry to investigate, killing any zombies on the way. We take what we can and get away, as the noise is bound to bring the Horde. And when we finally open all the boxes, we're given so many supplies. Some fishing gear, medical, jarred food, and the COVID essential toilet paper. Then, just because I'm a bit of a loot rat, we try to grab the last couple crates. taking out the Zeds around the airdrop, and taking all of it back to base, just for it to be mainly toilet paper. Well, at least we aren't running out anytime soon. Then decide to get an early night, wake up early on day 47, where we decide maybe it's time to bring the shotgun back out of retirement. Could help us clear out the town, and we grab a lot of ammo too. As the main goal for today, get into Rosewood and get in the bookstore. See if we can find out how to use the generator book. So we head out after making a few Molotovs, and as we leave, we notice a lot of the Zeds have been dragged into the entrance. But we can't deal with them now, so we leave them for later. Then pull up in Rosewood, we decide maybe it's worth just setting the shops next to the courthouse alight. But as soon as we throw, another crash. Really? And of course, like before, the Zeds despawned. Annoying, I really wanted to burn down those shops. But taking advantage of the situation, we move towards the bookstore. And there's still a lot of Zeds in the area, but we avoid the big groups and just focus on the ones coming out of the shop. But then have an idea, we can still use the Molotovs we have. And funny enough, they work perfectly. And there's still some coming from the bookstore, so after a little melee, we're finally in, but no luck on the generator book. So thinking of where else we might get it, the only option is the school. I hope they have a library. So we pack away all our gear and start making our way, but instantly underestimate the number of Zeds downtown. And as always, I have to dump the car again, but not before we throw a Hail Mary Molotov. And again, time for a fight. Taking out as many as we can, with the help of our trusty pistol. Just to notice midway that our holy Molotov from earlier might have started an unholy fire. Shit, sorry religion. And with the time getting late, we try to clear out one of the houses, so we don't have to run all the way back to the prison. And funny enough, we end up staying in the house we stayed in a few weeks back, and getting some sleep, waking up early on day 48. Then taking some sleeping pills just so we can wake up at a normal time. And just as we're leaving the house, another plane, just to perfectly herd all the zombies from the rest of the town our way. And in a panic, I quickly decide instead of running, we're going to hop on top of the roof of the local Gigamart. And we just chill on the roof, hoping that all the Zeds will just walk by. And they sort of were, until another jet goes overhead and brings them all back this way. And as we've already been up here for hours, we decide to hop down, see if we can fight our way out of the store. With a little bit of shopping whilst we're here. But then we have an idea. The population right now is all around the Gigamart and my car. So if we can make a few Molotovs, we can take out so many. So we make our way uptown to the bar near the gated community. And luckily, only a few Zeds to put down, and we sneak past the rest. And we get enough alcohol to make 2 Molotovs, sneak back to the store, and straight onto the roof. And with a ton of zombies just outside, we throw the first Molotov. And it's falling super slowly. It literally takes almost an in-game hour for it to hit the floor. And when it did, the zombies had already moved. And the fire goes out instantly. But the noise did bring them all back in, so we throw the second molly and hope. And this one takes multiple hours to even hit the ground, and only caught one alight. But it doesn't take long for the rest of them to go up in flames. And we've been up all night, so we take a little nap. And we can call this day 49, which we fully spend just sat on top of the roof, eating and watching the dead. Eventually getting some more sleep, just to wake up on day 50 at 3 in the morning. So we patiently wait for the sun to rise, and we have to make our move. Jumping down from the roof, then jumping down again. Oh my god, no way we just made it off there. I have no idea why I did that. But we run, and the hordes in town have grown. But we see some swords sticking out of one of them, so quickly grab that. And now, time for some killing. And somehow we managed to get 2 more swords from it as well. Then make the long walk home, and a quick run through the hordes, and then back into the cells, where we unload all our loot, pick off a few Zeds that have followed, and decide it's about time to clear out the prison again. So we sort the rest of the logs we have, and start making some spears. Then time for an early night to prep for the onslaught tomorrow. I'm waking up on day 51, ready for war. And as soon as the sun rises, the Zeds come knocking. We take them out and then head to the back of the prison to start fighting our way around the edge. Go through loads of spears, and also noticing you can kill the Zed through a fence with a spear, proper Walking Dead style. And we continue the fight, taking out as many Zeds as we can. Until our final spear breaks, but luckily we took a machete from this scary looking zombie earlier, and make our way to the entrance, taking out as many as we can. Until the fatigue is catching up with us. So we head back to the prison block to rest, just to be greeted by some more at my door. So we flank them and take them out, and go get some sleep after a long day of fighting. I'm waking up on day 52, ready to start fighting again, going through the prison to the entrance, killing as we go. Block off any doors we can with filing cabinets, then eventually heading outside to fight the last of the horde. Finally, it's done. Our first major defense of the prison. Man, what a mess. But time for a rest after a few crazy days. Just next step, clear the town, once and for all. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, subscribe for more. Leave a like to help with the algorithm. Let me know what you think in the comments.